Beautiful. And can I ask, is Ra as an oversoul, is that the same consciousness as the RA Collective, or is that somewhat different?
It is the collective.
Yes, thank you. And, oh, is it okay to go ahead and ask about the scenes he was shown in the beginning of the session?
Yes.
Thank you. Was there anything else you wanted to add to or explain about the first scene where he was floating above the water?
It was to teach him about detachment from other entities, from other energies, which he can easily absorb and can let affect him. So being above the clear water is a good way for him to meditate and disconnect from the cords and the disturbances.
Yes. Beautiful. The next scene, he was taken to his home with his grandmother, Gomati, and even his father was present. Where is that home? What were they referring to? She said it was the seventh dimension?
Yes. It is in a faraway planet. And he's been yearning to have that feeling of being home his whole life. And taking him there helped him believe that he has a home and his loved ones are by his side. And to remind him, make him feel comforted.
Beautiful. Are you able to confirm the name of that planet?
It is hard to say in words. It's a frequency.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. His origin, I had asked his grandmother as well. His origin, is he of angelic origin or starseed origin?
He has starseed in him, and he also has angelic. When he is a true hybrid.
Hybrid.
He can be anything he wants. He has that ability, which has always caused him confusion regarding who he truly is. Because he has the ability to be a true mirror to things around him, which can make him forget about his true identity.
Mm-hmm. Can you answer this for me? I know that energy, consciousness, we're always expanding. As part of the ascension process, do starseeds, as they ascend, do they have the ability to ascend and become angelic entities or energies?
You are correct.
Now, is that different from being a hybrid, or is that what that is?
That is the natural progression.
Beautiful. Thank you. And you have said that he is a mirror. I'm trying to find his question. He actually wanted assistance because he felt that he was mirroring to others their healing that was needed, but it was causing him issues with anger and it was triggering him. Are you able to help him better respond to situations where he is being a mirror to them?
Yes, his meditation will help him address those situations with discernment and detachment, which will not activate his emotional cords as severely as before.
Mm-hmm. And also, this question just came to me, if you don't mind answering. I know that we can, or that I've communicated with you as well before. Yesterday, I did a reading where we were trying to help people to understand further discerning what is meant by in your in the body of information, the law of one, when they were speaking on the self to service to self construct. For some reason, there's still confusion by the information when it was presented, which I know it has, just because you present a message doesn't mean it's going to be received in the exact same way that you presented it. And can you help to further explain this? Like that the service to self is different from self-love, because when you love yourself, you are including yourself as the one, as the all, and you would naturally move to a service to self and service to others frame of mind or belief system. But when you are limited to the service to self, that is out of fear and it has not been healed. Are you able to please explain that? Since it's been coming up a lot recently.
So it is important for humans to understand that they are a collective. They are not different. They are not separate. And it is important to express and experience love from that perspective. And to love one as being separate is not the way to love. It is important to love, but it is important to understand that the one is also a part of the collective. And it is important to love the self. But always remember that the love for each other is important and is an expression of that love for the self.
Yes.
And
I feel, oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
There is distortion in this world. Any information that gets passed down is ripe for distortion. And that needs to be assimilated with a level of discernment. And it is important to remember that any belief or experience or emotion that has an attachment with fear or separation should be avoided. Anything that is freeing is the way to be.
Mhm. I feel that there is a level of fear that was placed in religion that teaches people that they need to be careful, or they could love themselves too much, or they could be selfish, when actually the true root of selfishness is out of fear that no one else loves them, or no one else will support them or take care of them or protect them. So the true root of selfishness is actually fear. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And would you agree that you can't really love too much? Like loving yourself leads to loving others. Like loving yourself is necessary to love others. Is there any way to love, like true love, not the toxic or the conditional love, but unconditional source love? Is there ever a way to really love yourself too much? Like, is that a rational fear?
There are no limits to love. There are no boundaries. And there is no mistake or wrong way to love unless one attaches fear with love.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Since we were asking about Sashi's origin, can you confirm, did he incarnate with a soul tribe, such as a bird tribe or an animal tribe?
He has a bird origin.
Mm-hmm. And is he a member of a bird tribe?
Yes, his spirit animal is an eagle.
Ego. And I believe he might be the third eagle I've come across in sessions. Do I need to give them each other's names?
Yes, you may. He is wanting to connect to his own family.
Beautiful. Okay. So he does want to inquire about his wife. Are you able to confirm his wife's origin?
Yes, he can, but he needs to go take a break right now.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. I will give him time to take a break.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sashi, brother?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey there. You're doing wonderful. All right, I'm going to push pause. You are more relaxed than when you first got up. More relaxed. Ra, brother,
Yes.
thank you. Yes, and I was asking if you didn't mind confirming his wife Sabi's origin.
She is one of his soulmates and they have shared many lives together. So they know each other very well.
Mm-hmm.
They fought for each other, loved each other, been family, been friends. They have played many roles to support each other on
Mm-hmm.
that road.
So are they in a divine union?
That is correct.
Beautiful. Are either one of them twin flames?
They are twin flames.
Oh, okay. So they're twin flames. They were created together?
Yes.
Beautiful. And he has some concerns about his wife's health. Since you are her oversoul as well, can you provide any guidance, and are you able to assist her at all today?
Yes, we can assist.
Okay. And what's going on with his wife?
She is on her journey of healing as she is a healer. And this condition or series of experiences that she has had is a training for her to strengthen and develop her healing abilities that are an important part of her life journey.
Yes. Okay. And what can we do for her today? Are we able to do a body scan for her today? Or would you recommend that she has a session?
We can do a body scan.
Beautiful. Thank you, brother.
She has no entities
Awesome.
and she is assisted by many healers as we speak.
Wonderful. He did say that, so that's awesome.
And she has been working on her energy body and her chakras and is getting quite good at expanding their energy fields.
Wonderful, wonderful. So would it help to just send her some energy today? Would that be beneficial?
Absolutely.
Thank you. And also, since Sashi and Savi are twins, don't they benefit each other when they each do their healing?
What was that?
I know the mic's still acting up for some reason. Since Sashi and Savi are doing their healing, this benefits both of them as they are twin flames, correct?
That is correct.
Mm-hmm. And as described to me by my oversoul for confirmation, twin flames are when, like at their creation, they were created at the exact same moment.
That is correct.
Is there anything you want to add for us that are trying to understand, even though we went through our veil of amnesia? But as we're awakening and activating, is there anything else you want to add to help us to understand who we are as we are healing and activating ourselves?
There is no destination. There is always ascension.
Yes.
And it is the enjoyment and experiencing of the journey that is the most important.
Beautiful. And us finding joy and enjoying our experience here helps to bring more light here so that more people can also start enjoying more of this beautiful experience. Is that correct?
We are transmitters of higher vibration, and so is everyone else in terms of being a transmitter or receiver. So as we transmit, others will receive those frequencies, and they will all activate in time based on their growth and ascension, and will become transmitters of the frequency of healing and growth and ascension, which is an important aspect of the collective.
Beautiful. Thank you. Sashi, sorry. Sashi has stated that both he and his wife have been feeling pretty drained. Will this improve after the session? And also, is some of this attributed to their expansion and downloads they're likely receiving?
Yes, they're going through their phases of morphing. It is like breaking out of a cocoon, and it can be a process that needs a lot of energy, which causes draining in their body field, aura, and being in a state of surrender and holding the thought of being in high vibration and acceptance of that situation will ease them into opening up to the next phase of their growth, as it is for everyone else.
Awesome. I know we already spoke about his migraine. However, he stated that they are more intense in public. Is there a reason why?
He is an empath, and as a part of his ascension, he has become more sensitive, and so has his wife. And they need to work on protecting themselves. And they will get better at it. They are doing different things to achieve that. And understand that there are energies that, or energy fields that they do not operate in anymore. And they need to learn to disengage from those frequencies, which cause dissociation and disease in their body field. So they need to work on protection, discernment, and disassociation from those energies without expectations, without attachments, without fears. Will help them be, their bodies handle the situation better.
Yes. One of the reasons why they're able to feel the energy around them is this because they are transmuters of energy as well.
That seems to be one of their purpose too, as it is for most of the light workers. But they need to work on themselves first to become better transmuters, as they're taking on more than they can handle at this point in time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I trust that you'll guide them to know when they can start fulfilling their roles as transmuters.
Yes, we will be there for them.
Yes. As far as protections, would it be helpful to forward him the videos that Aurora has developed on shields and protection?
That would be very useful.
Yes. And I also have a video I did on discernment. I'm not sure if he watched it. Would you like me to forward him that one as well?
Please do. He appreciates all your videos.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And are you able to provide advice on how he can maintain his auric shield and vibration moving forward?
It is something that seems to be a little inconsistent at the stage he's at, which is encouragement for him to work at it and become better so he can perfect his own techniques to create his ways of protection that is important to him as well as his wife, so they can continue and progress in their journey as being transmuters and healers.
Beautiful. And this is part of self-mastery. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Mm-hmm. Are there any areas that you can identify now that still need work or immediate, balance that he needs to work on, immediately, or that he should work on sooner than others?
He needs to make time being in nature or being in a meditative state or being clear of all the disturbances and distractions that humans are being forced into. So those are important for him to hold so he can stay attuned to his higher self and get more intuitive guidance, which will help with the migraines, which will help with the eating, and which will help with the emotional triggers. It is all connected.
Beautiful. And can you assist him with developing any gifts? Are there any spiritual gifts that he has not tapped into yet? Which I'm sure the answer is yes, as we are all expanding and remembering. But anything you can help him with today?
Start resonating, start intending, start being in the emotional awareness of his ideal journey and path that he is very eager to take on, very eager to jump into. So he needs to make some time, he needs to prioritize and take time to put those things in motion, to energize the thoughts, be in the feeling, which will slowly unravel that part of his life journey.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. And his last question, he was inquiring about being able to further communicate with love, but also communicating his truth.
Yes, he has an improved ability to communicate as we speak. We thank you for the healing.
Most welcome.
And he has also made it his journey, his life, one of his priorities in life to communicate with love and to communicate with a little bit of a detachment while healing those emotional triggers will help transmit the messages more clearly.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I always, I like to ask, I'll ask Sashi as well as you, but is this a session that you feel will be beneficial to be shared publicly?
Yes, the parts about the collective, the unity consciousness, the parts where the aspects of love were discussed, about where the world is going, are useful to be transmitted to the general public.
Thank you. Thank you. And how about the parts about the twin flames?
Yes, those are applicable to the general public also.
Yes.
And it is important, especially that topic, as a lot of people have questions and fears and doubts around that concept. It is important to understand that a certain level of vibration needs to be reached for that, for the opening of the invitation of a twin flame to arrive in someone's life. So it is a journey. When someone does not see it, it is an indication that some work needs to be done in certain areas of their lives to allow for that twin flame to come into their lives. And it will be a magical experience. And it will bring back the memories of their past experiences also.
Yes, yes. Now, I know not all twin flames always incarnate with their twin. At this time, I believe more are. But I know if there is not like a twin flame union, there's also a divine union. Now, does everyone have a twin flame?
You are correct. They can be as a guide, as a mentor, as a family member, as a friend. They can show up in many forms, and the experiences are very tangible to them, which they hold very close to them throughout their lives.
Thank you. Now, when at the creation of, I say like the signature, the spirit, just the soul signature or their spiritual essence, you agreed earlier that the twin flames are created at the same moment.
Yes,
Does every individualized spiritual signature have a twin signature or soul?
that is correct.
Okay, you're saying they do?
Yes,
Okay. And some are actually even like triplets or more, correct?
that is correct.
Okay.
One can have multiple experiences with a twin flame in various forms of their lives that will help them on their higher path and would resonate with them very strongly.
Mm-hmm. At any and all times, it is beneficial that each person do their healing in order to develop that clear, consistent communication with their higher self and oversoul. And that is of most importance and will naturally, as they heal, bring in a twin flame. So there's no need to worry about that. It's more important to focus on the healing, correct?
Yes, and also release the fears of not meeting a twin flame is also very important.
Yes. And the healing and the uniting of the twin flames, this is necessary to assist in the collective ascension. Is this necessary because it's a way of uniting the masculine, healing and uniting the masculine and feminine energy?
It is an activation of a higher vibration that brings one close to the highest consciousness in that region, in that realm of operation. It is also a union of the divine masculine and feminine, which can also be an internal journey of an individual. It does not need to be from an external partner, so to speak.
And the internal journey is necessary regardless whether you come into union or not. Like the union is not the goal. The goal is actually the healing and uniting with your higher self and oversoul. Is that correct?
Yes, and also integrating and balancing the masculine, divine masculine and feminine within oneself is a part of that journey of healing too.
Thank you. Do you have any other messages, anything you would like to say before calling Sashi out? This has been wonderful, of course, like every session.
We thank you for your journey. We thank you for your assistance. We thank you for your awakening and being a beacon and a transmitter for humanity. And we appreciate you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you as well.
Thank you.
Beautiful. With love and gratitude, I ask now for the aid of the higher self. We are thankful for all that you have done today for Sashi. I ask now that all the energies we spoke to today return back where they belong. We give thanks for all the aid we were given today. Remember, what was shown from the past exists in the past or anywhere else that we travel to today, and we will leave it there for our highest healing. As Sashi listens to this recording, he will continue to receive additional healing as needed for his highest good. And he will understand the importance in listening to this recording as soon as possible. It will comfort him mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I ask that all of the essence of Sashi fully return now into the body and integrate nicely. You are now fully integrated into the body. Sashi, move up, 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 now through time, fully integrating back into your body. Today is Sunday, August the 26th. You remember that you are lying here in your bed and have had an amazing experience. When you listen back to your recording, it will not bother you mentally, physically, emotionally, or spiritually. When you awake, you will feel great and fully rested. Now, I will count from 1 to 10, and when I reach 10, you will be fully awake, feeling great. 1, 2, your breathing is normal. Your cells are moving around as normal now. You are starting to wake up. 3, 4, you are becoming aware that you're in your physical body now, moving around your arms and legs. 5, 6, your mind, body, and soul aligning and working together. All is functioning and moving around in your body. 7, 8, you are beginning to wake up now. You are now hearing the sounds all around you. You are back now in this time and existence. 9, 10, you are fully in your physical body and you are wide awake. You are wide awake, alert, and feeling marvelous all over. Hey, welcome back.
Wow. Thank you. I think I was in deep theta for sure.
Yes, yes. How are you feeling?
Good. I feel like I needed that. Wow, I needed whatever I went through.
Yes, yes.
I went to another, I went out of here. It was very, very, I don't even know. There's no words to describe it. I feel good, other than, wow.
Yes, yes. They are all, each and every one of them. I just appreciate them and love and honor each experience and session. You could feel full of energy or tired. You could even experience maybe even cold or flu-like symptoms, possibly, because you will still be receiving additional healing, even as soon as your video is uploaded, I'll send it to you. We recommend you watch it in the next 24 to 48 hours because you are still receiving additional healing.
Okay.
And you'll definitely start receiving even additional downloads, information in your dream time or while you're awake. If you're hungry, thirsty, drink more water. Of course, water helps with the healing process. Even your wife got some healing energy today.
I know. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And I love speaking to the oversouls. Usually I can tell if one is connected. So that was beautiful. I like to always confirm if it's the higher self or the oversoul. So you're doing a great job. And your oversoul is Ra. It's the same as the RA Collective.
That is crazy.
It's amazing. Yes. Yes. It is, and that's part of the process too. Communicating with the higher self is awesome and necessary. And there's just different levels to it. And as you expand and as you heal, and also depending on your past life or your soul expansion, will also depend on whether or not you're able to communicate with the oversouls. So And that is where we are going more to now as the vibration is raising. More of us that are being activated are able to communicate with the oversoul. So beautiful.
So how come you look so clear? Like I feel like I just got drugged. You know, that's how I feel like right now. But you feel like you're awake.
Yes, I can actually explain that because I've experienced it.
Wow.
So when you have entities in your crown chakra, because those are what's causing your migraines. So part of what was causing your migraines was the entities. And then another part of it is actually your expansion. So I'll explain them separately. But like I used to have entities in my crown chakra as well. And for me, they had caused atypical narcolepsy, a REM disorder, and sleep apnea. And also you mentioned like even dream time. They actually affect your ability to remember your dreams.
Yeah.
They don't want you to know. They don't want you to know what your multidimensional self is doing or when you're returning to source. So when you remove those, you actually feel like it literally feels like a cloud has come off of your head and even from in front of your eyes. So you'll actually experience like physical earth differently now.
Yeah, I remember having my eyes, like I feel like, not now, but I used to feel a very dense energy around my eyes. It was just draining to even look at things.
Mm-hmm.
The more drained they felt, the sooner I got the migraines. It's like this whole area was doing something, which is interesting. Wow, I thought it was the electronics because I work at AT&T. You know, they have a cell phone tower on the basement of the building with all the warning signs and everything. So I thought it was the radiation from that was causing it. But I remember having it even before moving to, you know, where I am right now. So interesting. Wow, I didn't think entities were in my crown chakra. That's crazy. But wow.
Yes. And even like when I started my activation awakening process, like I started taking herbs and I cleared the symptoms of them. But it wasn't until I had an aura session with Aurora that they were actually removed.
Wow.
So even though I was functioning at a higher level and I was activating, chakras were expanding, things like that, but they were still present. And that is why, like, recent messages from Archangel Metatron and the Blue Avians have been about clearing your vessel of dense energy and entities, especially if you're going to be assisting other people with healing.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I have a group I'm going to add you to. You are welcome. Your wife is welcome as well, since you're both twin flames. There's some information they want me to send you. And as you expand and grow, because they want you to do some more healing yourself and learning how to like evoke your shields and things like that, mastering yourself.
Yeah.
And when it's appropriate between your oversoul and I, we can teach you how to transmute energy.
Okay. Wow.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be a little bit further down the line. So we'll stay in communication and all that anyway. So
Of course we will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I knew like I'm gonna get activated to the next level, you know, with your contact. So thank you.
You are most welcome. So get some rest, get some eat, whatever you want to do. As soon as this is uploaded, I'll send it to you right away.